All right, so welcome everybody. It is Tuesday. We are here live in the Zoom conference. If you are coming in for the replay, joining us here at the KoB Leadership Lounge, be sure to check out our YouTube page if you haven't already at the Kingdom of Blingdom in YouTube, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Do all that jazz so that we can get more and more fellow blingers in here learning some of these awesome, amazing tips and tricks that we get from our awesome leadership lounge and consultants group here. I want to thank everybody for joining us. I've got Marcy and Dee, we've got Marie, and we have Michelle, we got Tony, and then of course there's more than one of me. So yay. Anyway, let's get this party started. I want to start with getting into a quick little prayer for all of us. So if you will get your prayer hats on and give a little faith to the man upstairs. Dear Lord, we just come to you today asking you to please help us in this service of being able to get these blessings and be able to offer these things up to you, Lord, as we deal with another day of faith, and another day of learning, another day of just being our own bosses and our own independent business owners in this time, Lord. And we ask you to just help us keep these tips and tricks and keep them just resonating in our hearts, our minds, and our souls, so that we can act and continue to make this Zoom conference work for the benefit of us, dear Lord. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right. So with that being said, welcome everybody. So today is a good day because it is Tuesday and you are all here. But other than that, what do we have going on? Who do we have in the room as Zoom user?
I think that would be me. For some reason, it's not letting me change my name.
I had to change it yesterday. I will do it the same just because I like you.
Thanks, Chris.
That's what happens. You're under the radar.
I don't know what's up with that. Why it's not letting me change my own stuff.
All right, there we go. It is now changed.
Thank you.
That's what we do. All right, so how are you today, Miss Helen?
Doing okay. Found out I'm having a prolonged immune response to the COVID vaccine.
I can relate. I didn't get the vaccine. I won't do the vaccine unless I'm just forced to, and even then I'm going to refuse as long as I possibly can. But I have had the symptoms of COVID. I have dealt with some of the after effects, and man, oh man, let me tell you, that stuff is no joke.
No, it is not. But it kind of makes sense that I'm having a prolonged immune response, considering it almost killed my brother. It really makes me worried as to what would have happened had I actually gotten COVID itself.
Right. It gives you that little tickle of like reality there.
Yeah, kind of a reality freak out check, actually, because had I gotten it, I might have gotten as bad as my brother.
Yeah, and when I was dealing with it, I mean, I felt miserable. You can ask there. I'm a big baby when I'm sick. I don't like it.
What man isn't?
I think everybody is. They just don't want to admit it.
I try not to be, at least. How's that? Does that count?
Well, I guess that's the time that she often, has to just show how tough she is. So, See, this is the problem with relationships. She's just in there rambling on and on and on and on. See, I hear her in there just hollering. Christopher Michael Turner. Squeal, squeal, squeal. But I love her. So, what is new with any of your businesses? Anybody got anything exciting that we could start off the day with? No? Nobody gave out a free piece to like Tom Cruise or somebody that's a superstar celebrity?
I have a question.
Not quite the same, but we'll make it work.
I am doing the Christmas in July collecting donations for the nursing home here locally.
Oh,
and
perfect.
doing that. And my question, I asked corporate on one of their chat things and never got an answer. Am I allowed to ask other representatives to donate to my fundraiser?
Well, I think you're allowed to, whether or not they will or not. Of course, that's their right. But I mean, you're definitely allowed to offer, that they can get involved. 9 times out of 10, though, a consultant will do that on their on their own terms, though, so that they can, of course, build their relationships with their customers as well. I think the most. Go ahead.
What I was saying is I have family members and whatnot, like Faith and Helen, they're representatives, but they're also my family. So asking them if they wanted to donate or chip in as a family member, not necessarily as a representative.
Got you. Well, I mean, that's completely up to them, though. Like I said, you're more than welcome to offer it. Now, whether or not they choose to take into it, of course, that's their right. As a consultant, but that's how these things work. Sometimes some people will give, and sometimes people won't. I would encourage, setting up something so that they can make it real nice and easy, giving them 2 or 3 different options. Maybe a single piece for $5, a set for 10, and maybe even a triple for the 15, and let it be at that. Depending on what they choose to service, that's what's gonna determine how many pieces and what they're donating and offering. Oh my gosh, I don't care about that. My car insurance is plenty right now. Let's see. So yeah, as far as being able to get involved and make these things work, I guess it's just one of those things that it's a matter of putting it out there and see how many people will nibble.
Okay, thank you.
Sure thing. How's things going for you?
It's going okay. It's been real slow. I had grandbaby last week. We had a blast. Spent a lot of time out at the lake, but now getting ready to get back to the grind.
Yeah, we can only play for so long, right?
Yep.
How's it going on the prospect side? Anybody have anybody that they've been talking to that's looking like they're on the fence? Anybody you can grab their shoelaces, tie them together real quick, and then push them so that they land on this side of the fence?
Oh, I wish.
Right? Just do that old trick that, like, when they're going to take somebody off the stage and they take the cane and grab them around the neck and pull them off.
That's
If
funny.
we could.
I don't know. Everything seems to be slow right now. People not wanting to sign up. sales on lives seem to be slow. I don't know if it's just the time of the year or what, but that's what it seems like. Although, like I said, I'm having good luck with finding places to put my baskets.
Hey, and that's always a plus.
Heck yeah.
Hopefully, other people are finding ways to. Anybody else in here doing the baskets or basket parties and being able to get extra sales by working your basket? Anyone? Going once, going twice.
I also got two. Go ahead.
I was just going to ask, I've never done a basket party exactly. What do you do, Michelle?
Well, I don't know about in the party sense of it, but I have, when I'm here at my full-time job, I have customers come in all day. And I had 3 different people come in yesterday that liked the set of jewelry I was wearing. And I told the lady, oh, I have another pair. And she says, what? Why? And I laughed. I said, because I sell jewelry. And she says, oh my gosh, all the ladies at the dental office would love to see more of your jewelry. So I said, oh, okay. I said, let me put together a basket tonight and I'll bring it tomorrow morning and drop it off. And you ladies can take your time looking through it throughout the day and feel free to have your customers who come in to look through the baskets as well. I said, and anybody that purchases, pieces and stuff, we'll do a drawing out of the office. We'll do a drawing at the end of the day where somebody gets 2 free pieces. And so everybody was like excited about that. So I just put together the basket made it real pretty with a bunch of different colors and necklaces and sets and not sets and everything. And dropped it off there this morning. And I have 2 other places that I was able to drop stuff off at, the baskets as well. So I'm hoping by the end of the day when I pick them up, they'll be sold, but it sounds like it's going to go well. And then the other thing I did was I have, like I said, a Juice It Up down the street that I go to daily for my boss's breakfast. And I just made a little box out of our, shipping boxes with our jewelry because it's pink and black and has paparazzi on it. Cut a hole in it and put a little flyer on the top that advertised somebody to do hostess parties and win free pieces, and just put their name and contact information in the box. And every week I go over there and check it. I leave it there Monday through Friday. And so far, because it's the third week of having it there, so far I've actually had 15 different hostesses sign up with me to do hostess parties. So, and actually 10 of them are in home and 3 of them are at my rec room at my place. So that's been beneficial and that's been helping a lot to bring more customers in.
Yeah, that helps that they're right there by your apartment complex. Makes it easy for you to be able to get with them and change their pieces and be able to collect the stock, and that's great.
Exactly. Because right now I have to do everything, with cash because of the situation, So, but I'm still making it work. I'm not going to let that stop me. These guys are not going to stop my business. No way, no how.
You go, girl.
Thank you.
For sure. So anybody else have anything exciting like that? Anybody
I'm
else
on the hunt for a
basket
curio cabinet so I can set up at our nail salon, a locking curio cabinet. I was thinking of something desktop, tabletop, but he wanted something more like just a corner unit that's taller so it doesn't take up as much room. You can only find them for like $250 though.
Well, you might want to look on Marketplace under Facebook because a lot of people sell stuff there, and maybe like in your local area, and then try OfferUp because a lot of people have stuff there.
That's a good thought.
Yeah, you'll get it a lot cheaper than you will in the store, and most of the time they're in good condition. You're very welcome.
Yep, definitely.
That's all I got.
I'm looking for something here. Give me just a second. Let's see, where is it at? Boy, this woman messages me a lot.
That's because you're just such a popular guy, Chris.
I'm thinking so.
Yeah, I just got back from the dentist myself.
That's good. When you go do things like that and you go places like that, if you don't have a bling bag with you, put together a little bling basket. And it doesn't hurt to ask if it's local and close to you. Hey, can I leave this here today for your customers? Just make sure you know what you have in there as far as your inventory goes. So you know, if anybody purchases anything, you're going to get your money's worth for what you put in there. But you can always approach somebody and say, hey, would you mind if I left this basket here for the day for you ladies to look through the jewelry, and anybody that comes in, everything's just $5 and it would really help me out. And I think you guys love the jewelry, and then they'll say, oh yeah, sure. Most of the time, I've never had a no. So most of the time you get a yes, and that's helpful to sell jewelry that way as well, instead of always going live. For me, I can't receive payments through doing my live shows right now because of a personal situation. But that's why I started just doing these baskets, and anybody and everybody that I run into that might have a business, or if I go to a dental office, I'll take that opportunity to try and throw that out there with them. And that's usually very helpful. Lately, it has been.
Well,
Hey, sweet. That's not a bad idea. I'm working on getting my teeth fixed. They've been making it difficult for me to eat lately.
what?
Well, I'm fixed soon.
Well, they fixed some of them today, and they set up an appointment for the next round of teeth that need to be fixed.
Oh, here we go.
Hi, Crystal.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry I'm late.
Hey, you look nice.
Yes, she does.
But I thought you said it was nice, but I was late. That's why I was like,
No, you
Thank
look
you.
nice.
It's the accessories, y'all. It's the accessories.
Nothing wrong with accessorizing.
Nothing at all.
So this is something that I wanted to show you guys that I did for Sarah. Let me find out how to do this again. All right. Share photo. And we'll share. No, not that one. We'll share this.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we don't want to see you in a Speedo.
This is something that we're going to have printed from the local print shop here in town on a nice piece of paper. We're going to put it in a frame, and then they're going to be able to use the QR code from a lockbox. We have a lockbox with basically a slit cut in it for them to be able to put their money. So it is kind of an integrity issue. You know what I mean? So far people have done what they need to, but we are expecting that there could be some loss here. Luckily that hasn't happened, knock on wood. But this is something that I've put together for us to use, that anybody is more than willing, more than able to rip it off and use it for themselves. Of course, change the QR codes, or we're gonna get paid. But if you want to be lazy about it, I have no problems taking your money.
Does this QR code go to like Bitcoin or something like that?
No, so what happens is if you use the QR code, the very top one there, is going to take them to the purchase for Square. So it automatically links them to a Square sales purchase thing, and allows them to say how many pieces that they're actually purchasing right at that time, so they can adjust the amount that they're purchasing, and then it will total up the amount, and then they just pay it there. And I don't believe Sarah charges tax on this. When she's doing locations and an app person, which we consider this to be, we don't charge tax. We just give them the tax free. So yeah, this is a $5 pay as you go type of a thing. But so far it has worked. We have gotten new VIP members from it. We have generated sales. I'm sorry, hon, do you want to get in the conference? No, I'm just kidding. Look, that's so cute. That's so cute because she's like yelling at me from behind and like adding her stuff, and so like I can't hear her while I'm talking, right? And so instead of like me asking her what, I offer that, and she just did the little, like cute little like drop the face down, like okay, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I love her. She says I'm mean to her. Aw,
I believe it.
Crystal.
Nice.
I know how things happen behind the curtain, behind closed doors. So everybody thinks Tyler's just a sweetheart. Let me tell you. So,
Hey, I vouch for Tyler, especially with that attitude.
I'm sure he would say the same thing.
But that is something. Does everybody have a screenshot of that, or
Yep.
whatever they want? Because I'm gonna remove it.
I did. I screenshotted it.
All right.
But
So
I have a question. About it. But I'm about to order me some food. So hold on.
well, order us some food too, because I'm hungry. Hey, it's paparazzi payday, so everybody should get paid. Get lunch today on paparazzi, right? Yeah, if you want to. I don't give a shit. I mean, I don't care. I mean, yes. I know it's an accident, but I didn't even curse. I said I don't give a shit, and I didn't say anything further. No, I changed. I did not. I don't cuss. I don't cuss anymore. So I don't like
Chris,
your
you
attitude.
did.
You said shizneck, right?
I cuss like a sailor, y'all. I was raised by one in my defense.
Well, I'm gonna be straight up. Like I've been immune to cussing, but ever since about a year ago, when I really started really getting into my faith, I guess it's kind of like one of those things that I guess when you like say that you're gonna give yourself to Christ, I guess something happens, and I guess there's like this maturity thing that switches on. So be careful, don't do it. But I got this level of like, I don't know, this overwhelming maturity that like now whenever I hear somebody else cuss, I'm just kind of like, really, you had to, like, you couldn't use another word, you know what I mean? Like I feel like the I don't know, the person that shouldn't be judging but is, that kind of guy. I don't know.
Thank you so much.
Does that make any sense? I don't know. Am I or am I not? Lydia looks.
God loves me the way that I am, so cuss words and all. He knows exactly who I am and what I am.
Hey, and I mean, I'm gonna go back to older thinking. When I was a kid, and I used to think like, yeah, right. They never even had that word back then when Jesus was around. So like, how would they know that that's a cuss word?
That's like when I got my first tattoo. My grandmother was so upset. She's like I was doomed for hell with my tattoos.
I'm telling you.
More, and she was like, finally, I think she accepted it because she was like, she knows how like I am with my faith, like so. Flaws and all, Jesus loves me as much as he loves you. What the hell is that?
You want to get that teardrop tattoo on your eye, though, showing for the, and show all the homies that have dropped in your neighborhood.
There's a filter on Snapchat that puts face tattoos on you, and you know I'm not bad at it. All right, I've never considered a face tattoo until that filter. And Tyler's like, I didn't know I had a thing for face tattoos, and I was like, shut
I didn't know
up.
I had a thing for face tattoos, but you look really
Yeah.
good, looking like Mike Tyson here. Like,
Oh my
well,
God.
today I was gonna get a tattoo, but yeah, definitely good stuff.
So my question with your doohickey thing, how do you generate a QR code for like your VIP group?
That's great. I'm glad that you asked that. So what you can do is it's really simple to go on Google and put up QR code generator. And you can go to a QR code generator, and then you basically paste the link into it that you want it to be a QR code, and it will give you a QR code, and then you just copy and paste it.
Okay.
Hi, Marissa.
Hey, Marissa.
Who let her in here?
And then with Square, is there like a place to get the QR code for Square?
No, actually, in your back office of Square, you can go to the payments, and I believe you might have to look around and play around in it for a minute to find it for sure. But I believe it's under your payment section, or being able to create a purchase. So you basically create a purchase, and then there's a spot there for a QR code, and you take the QR code and run with it from there.
So what if, because I do have a couple people that prefer paying with like Cash App, because you know it's the conveniency of it. So would it be like too busy if I put like the QR code for Cash App or Venmo or something on it? Do you think that would look too busy?
Not necessarily if you broke it up the right way. You know, I mean, like let me go back to it and show you again. But like I used arrows and things to point the QR codes out.
Yeah.
So I think that might help you out if you like maybe that bottom section switched it and put another QR code there. No, the only problem I had is that I'm working off of an 8x10 too. So you could easily take one of these and make one for, oh, excuse me, I've got this hiccup, but you can make one for the VIP group. You can make one specifically for the Square, and you could title it up at the top. If you choose to pay by Square, please click this QR link. If you choose to pay with Cash App, click this QR code. And you can even have separate frames for each separate payment processor if that's what's going to make it easier for you.
Okay. Yeah, I like that idea.
So hopefully that'll help. How are you, Miss Marissa? You've been quiet so far. I'm not used to that. Scary.
I was talking.
I was letting Crystal ask the questions, okay?
Hey, that's very polite of you. We're just not used to it.
You guys.
He's ornery today.
I'm excited to see some faces up in here. Face/names.
Right. I'm going to hopefully.
I am driving.
Where are you going?
No, I'm just always in the car. Trains, planes, and automobiles. Like, I'm always in one of them. I'm actually headed back to Paparazzi. I'm just grabbing lunch and then going to go back to Paparazzi and pick up some boxes that I ordered today. And, just doing the dang thing, living the paparazzi life out here in St. George today.
Well, you keep moving and shaking like this, paparazzi might have to move to you.
You know what? They can.
Well, I'm telling you, right?
They're in California.
For sure. How's Dre and the kids?
It's just Dre and I.
Oh, there you go. That's even better.
Get a lot of the things that we need to get done right now a little bit faster. So, we are just doing great things. I have to show you guys a picture when I go back to paparazzi because those of you that have been there or seen the sign, there's a sign when you drive up into paparazzi that says the house that Bling built, right? The home that Bling built, I think it says. And now there's like a bunch of palm trees around it, and it's so pretty. And I looked at it and I was like, that's Misty, because she loves palm trees, and she had said that out in front it just looked too desert. It didn't work for her. And you know what? I just admire that lady so much because she's worked really, really hard to be where they are right now, 10 years in. And you better get that girl a palm tree if she wants a palm tree.
Right.
So it was really cool. It's cool to walk into headquarters. I encourage everyone. I know it's not feasible for everyone, and I understand that. But it's amazing to walk through those doors and see that building. It is, I mean, and I could go into it every day and I still feel like it has an amaze power. Like it has I don't know, it's got some juju juice or something there that's just, you can't walk in there without smiling and feeling excited and happy. It's really cool.
It's the decor. I think it's the elegance of the building.
Yes, it really.
I think it totally enwraps you in the feeling of power and the feeling of prestige.
Yes, it really does.
I think so.
Also, $5 jewelry. Like when I think of them as a company, you guys, do you all know that they are a no debt company? Like everything that they have, every palm tree that goes into that dirt, they pay for cash. They don't charge that. They don't, take out loans and do that kind of thing. Whatever they want, they just work hard for it. And I just admire that so much from them. And it just gives me that extra, like, okay, well, you want a palm tree in your backyard? Well, you better get busy.
And at the same time, from the very beginning, like what we all teach, they do it from the corporate office right there. When they're you have all these people that are upset because they can't get the new releases every day. They put that sense of urgency out there for this jewelry for the customers, but they carry it all the way through to the consultants. And I'm not talking about just us consultants, but the elite consultants. Just because you're an elite doesn't give you any special privileges that you get you can purchase 50 extra pieces, or no, you have the same limits as the brand new consultant that signed up today. And that's what's so powerful with this. And that because of that, they have that sense of urgency, but yet they also have that sense of leadership, that, lead by example. If they are able to make this business and just pay cash to build a brand new warehouse, why aren't you able to? Right? Yeah. Because that's exactly the role model that they're giving you when you purchase and sell, purchase and sell, purchase and sell, and you build that account up before you ever start taking money from it. Then you have that account available to you when it's time to take money from it. And you can then say, I am debt free because I've worked my business in this manner.
Yeah. It's the separation. It's like those basics, right? That separation of money, the opening a separate bank account when you decide to do this. Hopefully everybody here has done that. Separating those funds is very important. And I myself have gotten myself into financial trouble by not doing so. And I'm only robbing my business by doing that. And I learned better, and I'm going to do better. I'm teaching better because of it. But that first step is that separating the money. If you want to have, and Kimberly Howard's very good at this. She's better, disciplined at this than I am. I'm like the baby learning from her because she lives her life, right? She's not like can't afford groceries and things like that, but she prioritizes her business account. She wants her business account to have more money in it than her personal account. And that is so smart because when things like convention come up, when things like the spring line or the fall line or things come up like that, she doesn't have to worry because she's got it in that business account. I learned from Miss Erica Cole. She did a training in the elite services a few months ago. And I'm going to tell you, in 30-minute video training of that, I learned so much about like finances and how to do things better just from her. Okay, these people will give out this free knowledge. Like Kimberly Howard will get on the phone with anybody. I'm telling you, anybody can call her and say, hey, can you give me some advice? Can you give me 10 minutes or whatever? Can you lead me in the right direction so that I make sure to have my business account flourishing? And not to say that your personal account shouldn't, but you almost have to take this like there's two separate businesses. You can make amazing income from selling the $5 jewelry, right? And that produces income. And you can also make amazing income from having a team and doing web sales and getting a monthly commission check. Shout out to blingers, okay? Because
yes, amen.
Today was payday for paparazzi. If you guys don't know, every 20th of the month when you have a team or you get web sales, paparazzi pays you out direct deposit. I'm going to tell you that direct deposit every single month for me makes me cry because I've struggled for more of my life than succeeded. And I'm still not succeeded. I'm still not there. Okay. We got some work to do. However, you have both of those ways to make that income. So you almost have to separate both of those incomes, right? And I don't want to get too tricky, and confuse you guys, but this is what Erica Cole was saying. When you treat your business like two separate businesses, both businesses will flourish. And so that kind of, she has multiple bank accounts. She has 4 to 6 bank accounts, she said. And I'm like,
right.
That many? What do you need all that for? But it makes sense because you have your sales, your $5 sales, and you have your commission. And they both need to produce income. They both need to produce something. Otherwise, what are we doing, right? What are we selling? Is our team? And not that you need to take your personal commission check personally. Let me tell you that as well. I had to get over that feeling like, oh my God, we were doing so much better. And now look at where we are and what did I do wrong? And although I can take my faults for it, I want you guys as leaders to know that don't take a smaller commission check as a that you did something wrong. Okay, if you get a smaller commission check versus a bigger one, use that motivation to next month say, oh no, if this team is not going to do X, Y, and Z, I'm going to go find me a new team.
Well, and
I'm rambling, but I hope that I made sense to you guys.
I think that it also, by doing this, like Marissa, a lot of these guys may not, because they don't have the teams that you have, or the teams that even I have. They may not see it that the way that I think we're painting the picture here. But if you can put it like this, if you're able to work a team and have a commission check that comes in from you paparazzi style, the way that it does on the 20th of every month, and you are earning a commission that way. Like personally, I like to take my commission check and use that to pay my household bills and myself and Sarah off of the commission checks that we get from paparazzi, which then enables us to be able to continue making these huge, square, building money into the square from our personal sales, and us never ever having to touch that. That continues to build the business. And sometimes it has a really decent amount of money that's stacked into it, and sometimes we just dump it all right back into the business and buy new because this awesome piece came out and we want 50 of them. But that's where you're going to have that ability too, is if you work your teams just as much as you work your personal sales. Yeah. There is a mixed balance there that you've got to do.
It is like 2 jobs, and it can feel that way sometimes as you guys build. But, if you don't ever start, then you'll never know. If you don't ever start with one teammate, you're never going to know what a commission check feels like. And I can say that even just having, like when I first started, that 1 to 2, you get 5% at the 1 to 2. I only stayed there at 1 month, by the way, because when I realized that having 1 to 2 and then going to 3, what that big jump was, I was like, oh no.
You double your commissions immediately by getting that third person.
Yes, and
it makes such a difference.
And anybody that hits that commission check section, you know, when you're receiving a commission check every month, like typically, like they say that, you know, up to $20 they don't pay out, you know, like they hold on to that and they wait until the next month. That should never be an issue for you if you have a team, because once you hit that third point, like you can pretty much guarantee that you're making at least $100 a month just in commissions when you are a director. You know, and then once you've hit that director point, it
That's
just
what I was
goes.
gonna say. For my very first.
Sorry, say that again, Marissa.
Can you hear me? I'm
Yeah.
breaking up. I am driving again. You know, my first commission check was $68. $68. And do you know the dance I did when I got that? I got the printed check, so it came in my mailbox. And I got that check and I was like, $68. Oh yeah. Because at that point, $68 could buy each one of the kids a pair of shoes at Ross or something like that. You know, like that's what that meant to me.
Yeah, and
Crystal, I think I wanted to say something, so I'm gonna mute.
No, I was agreeing with you, because like the $68 to some is like, you know, nothing, but when you struggled your whole life, that $68 coming in the mail is like, that's your saving grace. Like and you already know when I got, you know, my biggest check this far, and it was enough to cover my rent. Man, to not have that burden on us anymore for that month.
yeah, and
I was just agreeing with you though.
It's really, you know, once you hit that mark though, you know, and that's why I struggle as a leader, and I know Marissa does too, that like really honestly, once, like you would think that would make you thirsty. You would think that once you hit that director mark, you'd be like, yes, right, good, I did it, I want to do it every month. But it seems to be, and this just might be my own interpretation of it, but it seems to be that once somebody hits that director mark, they look at that lifetime rank like, hey, I've hit that director mark and now I'm good. But you still have to hit that director mark every month. Like, you know, like I'm not even going to lie to you. We're struggling right now as a team to hit the producer mark that we normally hit every single month, right? So even as an elite person, so you become an elite leader, there's elite leaders out there that have hit it one time and never hit it again, and they've been working their business for years. You know, and then there's elite leaders that once they hit it, they make sure they hit it every single month and they continue to grow, like Marissa. And so these are, you know, these are the examples of what this business can or can't do for you, but it's what you do with the business. Like, you know, when I'm working the team, I'm not necessarily, I mean, yes, the ultimate goal is to fill my pocket, right? I mean, like I wouldn't necessarily be invested in this team and putting so much effort and time into building a team and building these relationships if it wasn't, you know, beneficial for all of us.
And
But
paparazzi pays very well. Andre and I just talked about this, that their comp plan, their everything rolled in, they pay very well. And if you don't know that, if you're not sure about that, or you think like, oh well, they don't pay that great, look at the income disclosure link, because although it's an average, and they'll tell you, you know, lowest, highest, and then average. Look at the lowest. Even the lowest payout, I'm telling you, is amazing and is life-changing. And just Crystal is just talking about, I think you hit premier director, right? And so that was her biggest commission check. That's when her team did the biggest. That's when we as a team hit A-lister. Guess what? We haven't hit A-lister since. And I've been open enough to tell you guys that, some of you that have been on Zoom, and I could look at myself and say, well, what the hell did I do wrong? Like, why? But I know that I'm working my personal business. I may not be working at 100% like I know that I can, but I know that since we hit A-lister, I have still been selling. I have still been consistent, So that's why I want you guys that are leaders really to listen to me and understand that it's not your fault. You can take your, I could have done this better, I could have done that better, or I need to improve on this. But at the end of the day, if your team is not hitting the numbers, it's your team's fault, not yours. As long as you're personally selling, you've got your life at the party, you're in there when new releases are on, and you've got your days that you're going live and you're selling, you're doing your job.
Exactly. And it makes it, I will say it's, it is discouraging when, you put your money on other people, and that's exactly what we're doing as a consultant and as a leader. You're putting all of your efforts into building these leaders also, so that they can not only have the same fruits that you have, but because it's bearing your fruit as well, right? And so when you're putting all of your efforts and it's like growing a plant, right? And if I'm putting all of the food into it and all of the sunlight into it and all of that energy into it, and that plant just doesn't want to grow, I'm never going to get fruit off of it. But I will not give up on that plant until the plant dies and falls out of the ground. Like I will put every bit of effort into that plant as I can, even if it's just to taste one little pear of fruit off of it, because I know that plant can bear fruit. I know that the plant can bear fruit because I have a whole garden of these plants planted, and a lot of them are bearing fruit and some of them are just bearing leaves, right? And I don't know as a leader what it's going to take individually for each one of my plants to want to bear fruit. But some plants literally just want to just stand there and suck up the water and not bear fruit. And that's the part that makes it difficult for a leader, because we need you to be able to bear that fruit and feel the power in bearing that fruit, so that you'll continue making it. Does that make sense to anybody at all? I hope I'm not like...
Yes, it does.
Makes sense to me.
Well, see, you have to understand that in a position like this, when I'm trying to explain this to you, I have to be extremely careful at the words that I'm choosing, because there's going to be a Debbie Downer somewhere that's watching the replay later on that's going to say, see, he's doing it just because it's making him money. See, so every time I order, I'm putting money in his pocket.
For those people, what job, what corporate do you know that works for free? Who do you know
Right?
their car every day and drives to their job and works 8 to 10 hours for free? No one. Okay, Misty Kirby, Trent Kirby, they're all getting paid. What was that? Oh, wait, I got look, wait. Isn't that so cool?
It's so cute.
That's the house that Bling built. 100%.
Very cool. Now we're just getting a little tiki bar out there.
A little fake.
Very cool. So yeah, and that's, and I swear,
This is
like,
the house that Bling.
I love it. Look at that corporate office up there. Eddie Spaghetti.
I wish I didn't have it muted earlier when he first saw it, because he'd been in the car. He was like,
For you guys, those of you who haven't gotten the pleasure to see it in person, it's just amazing. Like every single detail, like the consultant parking only, like they really think of everything, right? how cool that is.
This screen is black for me, Marissa. Oh, there, it just popped up.
Is it black?
It popped up now.
Oh,
You've
good,
got
good.
a little delay lag.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I just wanted to show you something. I got to go in and grab my boxes. You guys just want to see the entrance?
Yeah.
Sure.
I hope to get to see it someday soon.
Oh, you will. Okay.
I want
I
that
love that
carpet.
mat. I want that.
Right? That's like,
So cool.
I want that more than anything.
See what we're talking about when I said you can't walk in here and just not feel like a sense of, oh my gosh.
Wow, that is so cool.
Where's Abby?
I know. Where's Abby?
She's hiding.
Probably having some lunch. So, I mean, it's just amazing. Look at this is the ceiling. Like those are the blockbusters on the big, I don't know, what do they call those?
Sarah's gonna have a picture like that.
Well, hopefully not
Nice.
that
Sure
big.
is.
Oh, come on, Sarah. You don't want one that big?
No, I don't think anybody does.
That's gonna be awesome
This
though
way.
if your picture's up on the wall.
Heck
Trying to go
yeah.
for life of the party route.
You
That
can
whole
put that
North
picture over your fireplace.
This is the showroom. You guys, I know you guys have seen it like on a video, but I'll just give you a quick, just to make you smile, because you can't be in here and not smile. It's just so pretty. Oh, these are the shirts for the Dominican. I didn't even see these. So at the Dominican, they've been learning to sew. They've been giving the girls sewing machines. We were doing a fundraiser for that, and they've been sewing shirts. I didn't see these. Oh my gosh, these are amazing. So these are handmade from the amazing people in the Dominican Republic.
Oh, show that
Guys,
flamingo.
share that with me. How
I know, Melissa.
You can
Melissa's gonna want that flamingo.
You can only get those from corporate office, right?
I don't know. I've never seen them in here, so I'm gonna ask. I'll ask.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've
but
never
this is
seen them in back office.
the shirts. Can we buy those?
Only if they're available.
Okay.
Online. Oh, those Dominican shirts.
Yes.
Yes. Those are in there. Yes.
I hadn't seen them before, so we can purchase
Are
them.
they only available at the corporate office, Marissa?
Only here. Yeah. How much are they?
So they're either 10, 15, 20, or 25.
Okay.
So
You guys hear that?
can purchase them for
them?
but it's only for in here and we don't ship them.
Okay. Everybody get that? Because I probably won't remember it later, but I'll be here for a few more days.
Yeah, take some pictures.
Got it.
Yeah, pictures.
Okay, I'll take some pictures. Okay, let me just finish showing you guys. Look, these are the amazing Fashion Fix sets.
You know what I think it's so cool? I think those tables that are upstairs, that the bases are bracelets. I love those tables.
Yes, they
Say
are.
what?
Like, don't these look, I mean, we've all seen the stock photos of the Fashion Fix, but I mean, doesn't that look amazing on that model?
Yeah, I
Right.
like it.
You know, I've seen these like stores that are going out of business, like JCPenney's, things like that, that are going out of business. They will sell these little things for pretty cheap, you guys. Think about
Hey, and
that.
there's nothing
some of you that,
sexier than a pair of chrome legs.
You're a strange man, Christopher.
oh my God, that's your boo.
He's your strange man, though, Sarah.
Aren't I lucky?
So they have a kids area.
That's where
Isn't this
Andre
so-
plays.
Oh my God, that's funny. The Z collection, and just like the couches, in general, just the seating area is open. Like, if this was your actual bling room, don't you think that it would feel amazing for your customers to walk in here and see this? I mean, obviously this is like extreme, you know, but we should all kind of gear towards something like this, like having a place where women can come in, see the jewelry displayed, have a cool seating area. This should be.
You know what I think is so cool about that place, Marissa, that you're in right now? That little design showroom, is that that's basically the exact same space and size of like a mall. If you were to have a mall with a mall door, you can literally make a store just like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Like there's, I know that I've been in here when there's been people that have they come from Las Vegas. So Las Vegas is about 2 hours from here. They have a store in a strip mall in Vegas, and they come here to pick up big boxes and things like that. And that's what they strive after, having somewhere for people to come into. And, you know, you can hire employees to man that. You don't have to be stuck at, you know, just if you open a strip mall or you open something, open a store, it's not that you have to sit there and work at 9 to 5. It's the same thing. You can hire an employee and they can run it for you. So.
And what's also cool is that like that stock on hand they're not worried about having a vintage and having a collection of jewelry on the wall. It sells just with just the stock that's on hand.
Yep. Sure does. All right. So I've got to get out of here. I'm gonna grab my boxes and get out of here. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little tour. That was fun.
Yeah.
Thank you.
These Zooms always offer something.
That's right. Tell your friends. All right, you guys. Bye.
Public service announcement.
Right. Bye.
We'll see you later. So there you go with that. Isn't that some cool stuff right there, though? And, you know, it just goes to show you that Marissa is dead on right when she's talking about all of the money that you can make from this business. You know, I want to just show you here that, oh, come on, that's not what I'm looking for. This is it. This is that if you don't already have this is something that shows you what the pay increases are for different ranks, right? So you see there's consultant and star consultant. There's really not that much of a commission base because typically that's going to go off of literally just the sales that you do through your back office. And most consultants on average don't do the sales through their back office. It's usually personal sales. So that number right now isn't all that high. But as I talked about, and remember, this is the average, but this is the lowest, right? Look at this. Once you start hitting that premier director, like the lowest that you can get paid is the $174. But on average, you can get up to $500 and, you know, almost $600. And then the highest monthly average that you can make is up to $18,000. So you can literally have a team and be building so many people, but yet not hitting the very next rank. And you can literally make up to $18,000 just being in that rank as premier director, right? And then as you go up in an executive director, look, the money just grows and grows and grows. So let's just, now that she's not here to get shy or look in any kind of way, you know, Marissa, we had worked the team Elite Blingers, all of us has brought it up so that commission for A-lister, look, 16,000 is the average. $8,293 is the bare minimum that you can get as an A-lister. Okay, so just think of that. Somewhere between 8,000 and 16,000 is average. Can you imagine that being your monthly commission? You know, and of course, like Marissa said, that, you know, once we hit it that month, we haven't hit it again. You know, so right now, typically the team is at the fashionista scale, but we're talking $4,000 to $9,000 a month just on your commission check. This has nothing to do with the personal sales that you're working your Square account with, right? This is literally just off of the commissions that you're making from your team and that your team is making through their back offices. So it is definitely important to look at the big picture in this and seeing how much you can make. You have people like Taylor Kirby and Patricia Shevlin and those that are Lux jet setters. And look at this, they're getting paid anywhere from $100,000 a month, right? That's that Bling Boss Award. Get that Bling Boss Award, but they're making $100,000 in a month. In a month, come up to $200,000 as an average, right? I mean, look, the money in this is just incredible. That's per month, $250,000. I can dig it. Can you dig it? We can all dig it, right? Who let the dogs out in here? I'm telling you, we need to just praise that they have such a high investment plan that we are definitely we're definitely in luck to have this rolling out for us. And that's why I am so anxious to see all of you bear your fruits. You know what I mean? To grow your gardens and plant your plants and bear your fruits, because this business has so much potential for you. And Lydia, have you ever had an outside job, like if you ever worked anywhere? You have to think about it.
The last job that I had before coming to paparazzi, they kind of messed with my hours pretty bad.
Okay, but it was an actual job.
Yeah, I was working
Okay.
as a hostess.
Okay, there you go. Perfect. But what I was going with that, and that wasn't the answer I was looking for. I thought that you hadn't worked before, so that's what I was kind of hoping you were going to say. But I'm wrong. And that's okay. I can be wrong, because the cool thing about this is that you obviously haven't had a whole lot of job experience, right? How cool is it going to be to say that, like, you're a six-figure bling boss working on your own business that you started very little into your work experience? You know what I mean? Like, can you imagine being 5 years from now and you having 200 people underneath you, and you are on your way to being an elite or having that Bling Boss certificate, and you've barely ever had to work for anybody else? That's just, man. And the funny thing is that it's literally doable. Like, this isn't just out of reach. This isn't just like, superhero fantasies. Like, this is seriously something that you can do.
I've been working for somebody else since I was 14, Chris, and I'm 41.
Right.
Can't wait to be able to do that.
Oh, and I'm sure that those people that own those businesses thank you.
Well, I don't know. Einstein Bagels, they fired me after a month because it was a new store opening, and so they overhire.
Why does everybody have to contradict it?
Because we're women and we're contradictory creatures.
Because
I don't know.
enjoy messing with you.
I'm telling you.
I like Sarah's answer better.
You would.
I do it on a regular basis just for the sheer enjoyment.
How fun.
See, I knew there was another reason I liked you, Sarah.
I know there's a lot of reasons why I like her, but that's not one of them.
Sure it is.
Deep down, Chris, you know it is.
Right? Yeah, I suppose. Not. I'm shocked Crystal ain't got nothing, no 2 cents to add to this mess.
Oh, I'm fighting Eddie. Here. Here. Look,
She's dealing with another male.
They're all the same.
I know, we need Tyler to join these things so that I can have some backup in here.
Oh man, he would have way too much fun with that. Oh, you stood up. Hi.
What's up, dude? Why you looking like you want a box? Why you looking like you want a box?
No, don't get up there.
He's so cute.
I know. Like, I want to sign up for godparent.
You
can be Papa Bling.
Stuff on my eye. There you
Just
go.
whatever you do, Crystal, don't actually
you
let
guys
me
put
be
it
a
to sleep.
godparent. Because yeah, if you let me be a godparent, your days would be numbered.
Well, I
Oh
mean,
my God.
you guys help put him to sleep nightly. No, sir. That's my sauce. Not your sauce. Don't hit me.
Like when you
My
bring him over for us to babysit for him, like Sarah's gonna keep you busy while I go cut the brake line.
Oh my gosh.
That's so messed up.
Like,
Well,
okay, Eddie, she's gone. Now we can have some fun.
I'm gonna beat you up. Stop. Don't you bite me. You want a french fry? Don't yell at me.
I'm gonna go ahead and end the Zoom. Not the Zoom, but the YouTube. Yeah, everybody that has joined us on the YouTube, I want to thank you for coming in and hanging out with us and talking about this business. But we have some cuteness overload going on right now, and since you're not here to enjoy it, we are going to eliminate you. So come back and check the replays anytime. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Click the little bell to get all the notifications.